in front of me a UniArch 2 megapixel turret network camera. It comes with 30 meter IR night vision and a 2.8 millimeter lens and a built-in microphone. So UniArch is part of the UniView stable of CCTV products, UniView being one of the largest manufacturers of CCTV in the world. Okay, so if we look at the specs on this, 2 megapixel, it's still high definition. The other equivalent cameras that we have in the range here are actually 5 megapixel. The reason that we decided to keep the 2 megapixel cameras in the range is simply this, that number one, the price point is much lower than the 5 megapixel version, and secondly, if you're viewing primarily or exclusively your cameras from an app thing, you will see no difference between the 2 and a 5 megapixel thing. Now it's different if you're looking on the NVR directly itself afterwards. So generally what we find is about half of the sales we have are the 2 megapixel and about half are the equivalent in the 5 megapixel here. So you know, strategically here it's a good decision for us to make this. So just look at the design itself. We have the camera here itself. There's a base on the bottom, unscrews. There's 3 plugs and screws come with it for mounting it onto the wall. The housing itself is plastic. The big advantage of this is that it's tough plastic, so it's relatively strong, but it'll never weather or rust, which can be a problem with steel frame cameras. And the 3 key points look here is that we have our 2.8 millimeter lens. 2.8 millimeter is the widest range in terms of what it can cover. In terms of, so normally the larger the lens, the more focused in it is. So 2.8 is more of a general purpose camera for covering a yard, something like that. What we have is the IR emitter here for the nighttime vision and the small built-in microphone there as well. The big advantage and the reason that they're building in this on network cameras now is simply the network cables are now able to support the audio, so it's very cheap and efficient to just run it back within the network cable directly into the NVR itself, so you can record the microphone if that could be of interest to you. The outer box it comes in, you can see this here. Okay, so the package on it's quite nice. In terms of how it's powered, it's been powered by network cable here directly coming from a network switch, or more likely from a PoE output, UniView or UniArch NVR, but you can power it locally here, so we actually have just a DC input on it here as well. So the 3 main reasons that UniView and UniArch are, our CCTV partner of choice in terms of the range of product we have. First of all, you have the quality of the product and the technology. The second thing is the price point is way ahead of, way more competitive than all of its competitors, simply because they're fighting for market share, they're hungry for it, and they have technology as good or superior to it, but they're willing to do good deals for customers. And then the third thing is the app is absolutely brilliant, and the technical support we're providing through our videos and our technical support desk here at 3tv.ie, I would believe is better than any of the competitors. So that's it anyway, an overview of the UniArch 2 megapixel turret network camera.